Welcome to practice. We have a few new faces here. My name's Nikki. I'll be teaching a Hatha class today, which just means we're going to hold poses for a little bit longer than we normally would. Ooh, Gigi in the house. Go in the back corner there. So, I like to think of life as like an upward spiral of lessons. Each one of us kind of have our own individual set of lessons, and some of us have 1, 2 of them, some of us have like 10 of them, and we revisit them over and over again throughout our life. Each time we're faced with that lesson, we're better equipped to handle it, better equipped to drop in and take mindful action or move forward gracefully instead of with reactivity. And so today's intention is to realize what some of those lessons are for you. Like for me, just to get vulnerable, is I really like to be in control. I really like to be in control. So life is constantly throwing me circumstances where I'm not in control. And kind of like checking on me like, could you let go now? You think you could let go now? Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. But each time it gets easier and easier because of this upward spiral. So I'm just asking you to look at what yours is. Maybe you just want to look at one because you're like, oh boy, Nikki, I don't want to unpack all of that today. But one is enough. And settling into that part of yourself, grateful for that lesson rather than like, oh, here we are again, a situation I can't control. Saying like, okay, I know how to do this. I've done this so many times. And then step up to the plate with gratitude. Like, oh, I get to learn again. Whew. Okay? We'll try. Do the human thing together. Let's start with some breath work. Get a comfortable cross-legged seat. Shoulders above your hips. What we're going to do is take a 5-second inhale and a 10-second exhale. So 1-to-2 ratio just to engage the parasympathetic nervous system. So close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And a complete exhale through both nostrils. Inhale through the nose, filling to the top in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold full. Exhale to the bottom in 10, releasing really small little pockets of air. 8, 7, 6, still releasing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty. If you emptied before the 10 seconds was up, remember you got to exhale slower next time. On an inhale, fill to the top in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Completely full. Soften. Exhale to the bottom in 10, 9. Completely controlled in the release. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty. Inhale through the nose, filling to the top in 5, 4, really taking the air in. 2, 1, hold full. Exhale to the bottom in 10, 9, 8, really slow. Feeling the texture of your exhale on your upper lip. 3, 2, 1. Hold empty. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, fill to the top in 5, 4, 3, still filling. 1, hold full. We're going to hold for a little bit longer this time, so just kind of settle in. Feel the air expand out evenly throughout the lungs. And then exhale to the bottom in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty. Now take a deep, uncontrolled inhale through both nostrils and a slow, steady exhale through both nostrils. And if your spine is rounded at all, I want you to actively lengthen it and begin to deepen your breath. If you're tuning in online today and you want to flow to my playlist, you can start the first song now. Blink your eyes open. Inhale, reach both arms high. Exhale, twist to the right. Right palm behind you, left hand to the outside of the right knee. Press into the back palm. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, pull at the outer edge of the knee, deepen the twist. Now with that left hand bound, I want you to create space between your left jawline and left collarbone. If you're confused, you can look up at me. Create space between left jawline and left collarbone. And if it feels good to just unhinge the jaw, then you can do that. Deep breaths all the way into the upper chest. The left arm is taut. Good. Come out of the neck stretch. Inhale your right arm high, turning your chest to face me. Exhale, take it up and over to the left. Still grip onto the right leg. Reach out through the right arm. Maybe you look along the right arm. And breathe into the side body. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, cross the right arm in front of the left. Round through your back body. Tuck your chin and breathe into your upper back. Keep your right hand exactly where it is. Inhale your left arm high, uncrossing the arms. Exhale, twist in the other direction. Plant the palm behind you. Press into the back fingertips. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, pull on the outer edge of the left knee. Deepen your twist. Look over your back shoulder. Now with your right arm taut, so with the right arm straight, create space between the right jawline and right collarbone. And if you're confused, you can look up at me. You're just lengthening the front side of the neck, the right front side of the neck. Deep breaths here. If it feels good to unhinge the jaw, that's all right. You don't have to look pretty. Nobody's looking. Tuning into the subtleties, the spiral of the spine, the connection between the skull and the shoulder girdle. Come out of the neck stretch. Inhale your left arm high. Turn your chest towards me. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Reach through the left arm. Maybe you look up towards it. And then breathe into the left side of the rib cage. Notice your mental patterns in all parts of your practice. Like sometimes for me, because I want to do, when practice starts slow like this, my mind starts to get a little crazy. And know that you don't have to reprimand yourself for that. It's just important to witness it and say, ooh, this is a part of my spirals. These are a part of my teachers, my lessons. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, cross your left arm in front of the right, grabbing the opposite knee or thigh. Tuck the chin, rounding back at center. Breathe into your upper back. Inhale, uncross the arms, reach both arms high, lengthen. Exhale, roll over your shins and come into a tabletop shape. Stack your shoulders above your wrists and your hips above your knees. Spread your fingers wide. So you're not just setting your palms down, it's an active opening of the fingertips. Inhale, cow pose. Drop the belly, roll the shoulder blades down and back, flip the tailbone upward. Exhale, cat pose. Round through the back body. Really tuck your chin. Try to look towards your belly button to get a stretch in the back of the neck. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. Reach your chin away from the center of the chest. Exhale, round through the back body, tuck the chin, and really try to curl between the space, in the space between each and every vertebrae in the neck. Inhale, belly drops, heart lifts, front body opens. Exhale, round through the back body, tuck the chin. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, step your feet back to a high plank. Phalakasana. Fingers spread wide. This is one of my favorite Sanskrit postures, one of my favorite Sanskrit words, because the root of this word, phala, means to bear fruit. And sometimes it takes hard work to bear fruit, right? Sometimes we need to see that lesson, that same relationship over and over again before we wake up to what it is it's trying to teach us. But a treat, it's part of the journey of life. Rather than avoidance or resentment, celebrating that part of your path. Take an inhale here. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Press the palms down and forward. Really activate the musculature in your hands so you're not just dumping into the wrists. Turn the eyes of your elbows towards me slightly. So without actually moving your hands, you're externally rotating at the shoulders. Lengthen your hips up and back to create length in the spine. And if your low back feels rounded, just bend the knees slightly. I always recommend taking at least 3 rounds of breath in stillness so that you don't move out of habit and you just let the body dictate any movements you might need. Good. A few more rounds of breath here. If now the body says, okay, yeah, bend right knee, bend left knee. Now do your thing. Inhale, look up to the top of the mat. Exhale, step up, feet together, big toe I just touch. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, fingertips up the shins, lengthen the legs. Root through the center of the heels, fan the toes out. Even these very simple postures, you should feel the musculature hug to the bone and the body building heat. Shoulders away from the ears, really reach the crown of your head towards me, inhale. And then exhale, bow forward, bending the knees as much as you like. Especially if you have low back issues, I recommend taking most of your forward folds with the knees bent. Relax the top center of the head down. Feel both feet rooted on the ground. And then inhale, rise up to standing, Urdhva Bahastasana, full body extension. If you kind of have a little bit of tense above you, you can always take a foot forward or step back, whatever you need to do. Interlace all 10 fingers, cross the thumbs, release the index fingers, and lengthen steeple mudra grip. Squeeze your inner thighs. Inhale up. Exhale, take it over to the right. Press through the pinky edge side of your left foot. And notice that open line from the foot all the way up to the fingertips. Deepest lateral bend yet. Inhale up through center. Exhale, chair pose, open arm twist to the left. Bend your knees, sweep the left arm back. Look over the back shoulder. Yes, to the left. Now look at your knees. If the right knee sneaking forward, pull the right hip back. Get lower in the hips. Reach the arms in opposites. So you can look up at me if you're confused. The left arm is reaching back. Take the right arm high. Bring the right hand to the left ear. And then pull your right ear towards your right shoulder. So you're still low in the hips, reaching the left arm back. You're just creating space between left ear, left shoulder. Gravity's pulling the right elbow down. Breathe. Gina, try to maintain the twist in the mid-spine. Nice. Breathe. Could you get lower in the hips? Sometimes it's nice to have a lot of things going on at once, right? Where do you want to invest your awareness? On an exhale, release the right arm out, neck back in neutral. Inhale, rise up to standing, steeple mudra grip. Exhale, side bend over to the left this time. Press your hips to the right. Press to the pinky edge side of the right foot and then breathe up and down your right side. Every exhale should take you a little somewhere deeper. Even if it's not physically deeper, it's deeper in your awareness practice. Complete exhale. Inhale, bring it up to center. Exhale, chair pose, open arm twist to the right. Bend the knees and sweep the right arm back. Look down at the knees, pull the left hip back. Look over the back shoulder. And first, just find that really active twist, arms reaching in opposite directions. Good. Reach the left arm high. Exhale, left hand to the right ear. And then pull your left ear towards your left shoulder. You're continuously reaching the right arm back, twisting at the mid-spine, and allowing gravity to pull on the left elbow. Isn't it amazing that you could individually become aware of your quadriceps building heat, your spine twisting, the right side of the neck opening, and that you can also encompass all of the sensations at once? We have the ability to fully identify with our patterns and our problems, and the ability to step out of them, and just look at them from a bird's eye view. On an exhale, release the bind of the head, come back to an open arm twist. Inhale, come up through center, straighten both legs, arms high, palms meet. Exhale, fold forward, prayer palms through the midline, Uttanasana. Fold all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips up the shins. Exhale, plant your palms, step your left foot back. If you want less intensity, you can drop your left knee down. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Press through the right heel. Press through the ball of the left foot or the left shin. Think about knitting the inner edges of your rib cage towards each other, pulling the belly button towards the spine. On an exhale, prayer palms to heart center. Inhale, center of the chest lifts. Exhale, twist to the right. Lean forward and hook that elbow to the outside of the thigh if you can. Keep encouraging the right hip back. Press the palms into each other, and then look over the right shoulder for full expression. If your thumbs line up with the center of your sternum, you can extend the arms up and down. Just an option, you don't have to. Breathe. Good. Let yourself get challenged by the posture and see if you can become aware of all those layers, the physical challenge, the mental challenge, and the witness itself. Take an inhale here. Exhale, hands down to frame your right foot. Drop your left shin down. Rotate your left shin so it's parallel to the back edge of the mat, and walk both hands to the inside of the right foot. Now extend both arms to the top left corner of the mat while you send your hips to the back right corner of the mat. If it's confusing, you can look up at me. Both arms reaching to the top left corner of the mat as you send the hips to the back right corner of the mat. Relax your head and neck and breathe. Front knee is bent, front hip in an external rotation. Use your time on the mat to become aware of the sorts of situations you create for yourself. When identifying with the mind, this reality is perceived through a clouded lens. Can you remove that clouded lens and inspect it? Walk your hands back. Again, rotate forward into a low lunge. Hands frame the right foot, tuck the left toes, and lift the left knee. Warrior 2 stance. Rotate the left heel down, and then inhale, open up, Virabhadrasana 2. Notice if your left hip is jacking up, drop it down. And if your front leg's going a little crazy, you can always straighten it and then come back down to the front knee bend. Reach the arms out along the horizon. Breathe. Exhale, drop your right palm to your right thigh. Inhale, your left arm high. Exhale, left hand to the right side of the head. Pull the left ear back. You're actually pressing your right palm down to get active length in the right arm. And then you can play with the tilt of the chin to access particular sweet spots in the neck. Feel your breath like a wave, belly, rib cage, chest. And when we're stretching the neck, that chest part, the upper lobes of the lungs, is quite important. Inhale, reverse warrior. Sweep the left arm down, the right arm up and back. Lengthen through the side body. Exhale, hands down to frame your right foot. Tuck your left toes. Inhale, step your left foot forward. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your palms. Step your right foot back. Option to drop the right shin if you'd like. Inhale, rise up, high lunge or supported crescent lunge. So your feet are on train tracks. Left heel is in line with left hip socket. Hips low, arms high, active in the foundation. Take an inhale. Exhale, prayer palms to heart center. Inhale, find length in the spine, reach your head high. Exhale, twist to the left, lean forward and link your right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Press your palms firmly into each other, full expression, look over the top shoulder. Of course, if you did so on the other side, you can extend the arms in opposite directions. Don't just go through the motions. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel if you bear more weight on your inner or outer arch. Notice your natural tendencies. Because in noticing, you can make a more conscious choice. Like, oh, does this serve me? Is this balanced? Or should I switch gears? Deep breaths. Yes. Take an inhale here. Exhale, hands down to frame your left foot. Drop your back shin. Rotate the back shin so it's parallel to the back edge of the mat. Walk both hands to the inside of the left foot. Send your hips to the back left corner of your mat. Walk your hands to the top right corner of your mat. And then relax the head and neck. Both side bodies are long. You're feeling a gentle or maybe not so gentle stretch in the left hip. Commit to the front knee bend and encourage external rotation of the front hip. If your patterns are clear to you, like you're a doer and you like to push things to the max, or you kind of have that more kapha side to you, you're a little more lazy, like, I want to always take the back knee down. If you become aware of your patterns in your practice, you can start to break them here. Just play with it. If not on the mat, then when, right? The real life situations, come with many more knee-jerk reactions. Yes, I hear some people deeply breathing. Beautiful. Walk your hands back. Rotate your back shin parallel to the side edge of the mat. Hands are framing the left foot. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, rotate the right heel down. Inhale, open up, Virabhadrasana 2. Dial the right hip down slightly. Pressing through the pinky edge side of your right foot. Draw your left heel towards your right arch and your right arch towards your left heel without actually moving the feet anywhere. And then reach the arms out actively. Bend that front knee. Look out along the left arm. Breathe. Yes. The back foot is so active that you feel the arch lifting. On an exhale, drop your left palm to your left thigh. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, right hand to the left side of the head. Pull the right ear down. You can look up at me if you'd like. This left palm is pressing down and forward, so I have the left arm in full extension. Breathe deeply all the way up into the upper lobes of the lungs. You're not using your left arm to make the Warrior 2 stance easier. You're using the pressure of the left palm to create activity through the left arm. So notice if you're bearing weight in the left palm. That's not what I want here. I want to press an extension. Nice. Rona, can you scoop your left sit bone underneath you? Yes, exactly. Scoop it under, even more. So point that left knee over towards the left pinky toe. Good. I think you guys could go a little lower in your Warrior 2, huh? Especially since I see a bunch of you are bearing weight in that palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm up and back. Right arm slides down the back leg just for that inhale. Exhale, hands down to frame your left foot. Tuck your right toes. Inhale, step your right foot forward. Halfway lift, lengthen. Fingertips up the shins. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back to a high plank. Feet are hip width distant apart. Fingers are spread wide. Inhale, your right leg hovers. Exhale, right knee to right armpit. Round through the back body, tuck the chin. If any of you are advanced in your practice and you want to take hurdlers, go for it. If you don't know what hurdlers is, don't worry about it. This is perfect. Puff up through the back of the heart space. Breathe. Good. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg up and back. Exhale, bend your right knee and stack your right hip over your left. Look underneath your left armpit. If you want more sensation, you can drop your left forearm down. Keep pressing those hips up and back, Rona, up and back, just like down dog. Yes. Inhale, re-extend the right leg, lift the left forearm if it's down. Exhale, downward facing dog, right foot down to the ground. Inhale, come high onto the balls of both feet. Exhale, drop your heels over to the left so the right side body's open. Keep sending your hips up and back. So you're dropping your heels over to the left, send your hips up and back. Particularly press into the right palm and breathe into your right side body. Inhale, come high onto the balls of both feet. Exhale, root your heels down to the ground. Walk your hands back a few inches. Press firmly into your left palm and then sweep your right arm across the body. Reach for the outer edge of the left shin, ankle, or foot. Down dog twist. Press into your left palm, inhale. Exhale, pull at the outer edge of the ankle or foot, deep in the twist, bending your right elbow. Breathe. So good. Breathe. Take another exhale. See if you can twist a little deeper. Bottom of that exhale, bring the right palm back down to the ground. Walk your hands out to a traditional down dog, and then inhale your left leg high. Exhale, left knee to left armpit. Round through the back body. Press into the fingertips. If you took hurdler's pose on the other side, do your thing. Breathe. Breathe. Good. Inhale, left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your left knee, stack your left hip over the right. Taking that side body stretch into the hip. Look underneath your right armpit. Option to drop the right forearm down, bending the left elbow. What's the breath doing, huh? Steady the breath to steady the mind. There's a direct correlation. Inhale, three-legged dog, lifting the right forearm if it's down, left leg high. Exhale, left foot down to the ground. Inhale, come high onto the balls of both feet. Exhale, drop your heels over to the right. Keep pressing the palms down and forward. Breathe into your left side body. Inhale, come high onto the balls of both feet. Exhale, press the heels down to the ground. Walk your hands back a few inches. Root firmly through your right palm and then sweep the left arm across the body, down dog twist. Reach for the outer edge of the shin, ankle, or foot. Press into your right palm. Inhale. Exhale, deepen your twist. Pull at the outer edge of the leg. If your mind is fluttering all over the place, drop into the sensations in the body. If you are very aware of what's happening in the body, I want you to bring your attention to the subtleties of the mind. The mind's background noise. Just depends where you're at in your practice today. Exhale, deepen the twist a little bit. Bottom of that exhale, release both palms down to the ground. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward, hands behind, feet behind the hands. If you have very tight hammies, all you're going to do is bend the knees and place opposite pinkies and opposite elbow creases. Those of you that can get a wrist release, I want you to. So slide the right palm underneath the right foot, toes kiss the wrist. Slide the left palm underneath the left foot, toes kiss the wrist. With the knees bent, inhale, halfway lift in the chest. Exhale, bend the elbows out, pull the crown of the head down, and shift your weight into the balls of the feet to give the meat of the palm a nice little massage. You can even sway side to side a bit. Free up your hands from underneath the feet if they're bound. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the legs, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up to standing. Reach the arms high, interlace all 10 fingers, palms face each other. Exhale, bend your elbows, palms to the back of the head. Inhale, center of the chest lifts up. Exhale, lean your head back and reach the elbows wide, sending your hips forward. Breathe into your upper chest. Both legs are very active. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop your chin to your chest, forearms frame the face. Gravity pulls the weight of the elbows down. Feet are pressing down, legs are active. Breathe into the back of the neck. If you want a little something more, you can point your right elbow over towards your left toes. And take a round of breath here. And then pointing your left elbow towards your right toes. Take a round of breath here. If you're on one side, bring the chin back to center. The inhale, extend the arms, palms meet, look up, full body active length. Exhale, bow forward, prayer palms to the midline, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, step your left foot back, warrior one stance. Back foot at a 45-degree angle, front knee is bent. Inhale, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Bend the front knee till the back heel feels like it's about to lift, and then root the back heel down. Pull the low belly in, take an inhale. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Right arm back, left arm forward, shoulders away from the ears. Breathe. Be intentional with your gaze. Maybe it deepens your twist to look over the back shoulder. Maybe you tilt your chin in a certain direction just to get a stretch in the neck or chest. Know that you can explore. This is your journey. You know, I'm just setting a few little guidelines here and there. Inhale, Exalted Warrior, right palm to the low back. Reach the left arm high. Option to crawl your right fingertips to the outer edge of the left thigh if you're a little more flexy, bendy in your spine. Keep pressing through the back foot, and now lift your heart up towards the center of the left palm. Bend deeper into the front knee. You can do it. Breath is steady and full. Bring all that breath into the openness of the left side of the torso here. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, standing half splits. Windmill the hands down to frame the right foot. Lift your left heel up to hips height. Lengthen your spine, creating an F shape in the body. And then exhale, bow forward over your right leg. From here, walk both hands up and over to the right, keeping the left leg where it is. Feel openness through the left side body, right IT band. Left leg is lifted. You're walking your hands up and over to the right. Good. Dial the left hip down. Breathe. Good. Walk your hands back to directly beneath the shoulders. Option to tent up the fingertips. Inhale, Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana, right arm high. Squeeze your left glute to get your left heel to hips height. Root through the left palm, reach through the right fingertips. For more intensity, you can hover the left fingertips. Breathe. Nice. Take a big inhale across the chest. Exhale, bend your right knee, land the ball of the left foot back. Set up your warrior two stance, and then inhale, windmill the arms open, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, settle in and reach the right arm forward. Extended side angle, right arm down, left arm up. If you are tired and you want to take it easy, rest your right forearm on your right thigh. If you want to stretch the neck a little more, we're really getting it today, you can wrap your left forearm to your low back. And sometimes I'll even take my right hand and place the left hand into the right hip crease. And then once that left forearm is bound, you can drop your right ear to your right shoulder. You can look past your right pinky toe. You can roll the head around and find a place where it feels good in your body. Stay low in the hips. Keep pressing through the back foot. Even from pose to pose, different parts of the mind arise. There's the judgmental mind. There's the celebratory mind. Getting to know your frequent visitors, the voices that arise most often. Inhale, reverse triangle just for a moment. Straighten both legs, release any bind you have. Take the right arm up and back, lengthen. Exhale, hands down to frame the right foot. Tuck the left toes, low lunge. Inhale, step your left foot forward, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, step your right foot back, warrior one stance. Bend your front knee, inhale, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Turn those right toes to the top right corner of the mat. Back leg is active, front knee is bent. Arms are reaching. It's really common for people to splay the rib cage out like this. I want you to draw it together and then commit to the front knee bend from there. Take an inhale. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Open arm twist to the left. I want you to imagine there's a string attached from your left wrist to your left hip. Right wrist to right hip. As you reach the left arm back, left hip pulls back. As you reach the right arm forward, right hip pulls forward. Inhale, Exalted Warrior. Left palm to the low back, right arm high. Lift your chest up towards the right palm, your gaze up towards the right palm. Option to crawl your left fingertips to the outside of the right thigh. This active line of energy is rooted from the right foot. Press down into the right foot and reach up through the right arm. See what happens. See what you feel. Can you bend deeper into the front knee? Nice, Bianca. Send that left hip back. Yes, mama. Take a big inhale up through the right side. Exhale, hands down to frame your left foot, standing half splits. Lift your right heel up to hips height. Lengthen your spine. And then exhale, bow forward. Walk both hands over to the left side of the left foot. The hips are still leveled. You're just opening up the right side body and giving your left IT band a little hello. We're about to do a twisted half moon, right? You're just giving it a little wake-up call. It's okay to bend that left knee, Chris, if that feels better in your body. Yeah. What's the breath doing, huh? Just reminding you when you feel challenged or something feels awkward or different, these are the perfect opportunities to drop into breath and drop into the seat of the witness. Walk your hands back directly beneath the shoulders. Root down through the right palm. Inhale your left arm high, opening up to a twist. Notice if your right heel drops when you do this. Kick the right heel up. Squeeze the right glute. Reach through the left fingertips. You can do it. I should see that right foot flexed. Breathe. Option to hover the right fingertips if you want more intensity. Good, guys. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bend your left knee, land the ball of the right foot back. Set up your Warrior 2 stance, and then inhale, open up Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale to settle in and reach the left arm forward, extended side angle. Left arm down, right arm up. You can rest your left forearm on your left thigh. If you want the neck stretch, wrap your right forearm to your low back. Maybe place the palm to the left inner thigh. And then you can always drop your left ear to your left shoulder or play with rolling the head around a little bit to see where your body wants you to hold. Welcome the challenge. Welcome the struggle. Because in moments of challenge, you can use those as opportunities for inquiry. Like, who is it that's challenged? Who is it that's triggered? And begin to dissect the mind and all its stickiness. Yes. Another round of breath here. Ooh. Inhale, reverse triangle just for an inhale. Straighten both legs. Reach your left arm up and back. Breathe up through the left side. Exhale, hands down to frame your left foot. Tuck your right toes. Low lunge. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back to a high plank, feet together. Inhale, side plank, Bahastasana. Pinky edge side of left foot. Right arm high. You know, you can drop the bottom knee if you want a little more support. We're about to go there in a little bit anyways. Listen to your body. If you want more intensity, hover the top leg. If you want to do something a little crazy, you can take a tree pose variation, bringing your right foot to your left calf or your right foot to your left inner thigh. Breathing. Lift the hips up. Those of you in tree pose variation, re-extend the right leg. And then everybody drop the left knee down. Drop your left knee down so it's parallel to the back edge of the mat. Inhale, hover the right leg up. Exhale, bend the right knee and sweep the right arm back. Grab the pinky edge side of the right foot or outer edge of the right ankle. Now kick into the palm. If you want to stretch the neck, let the head hang heavy to the earth as you kick into your right palm. Maybe again, unhinging the jaw as you stretch the front of the neck. Breathe. Nice, Michelle. That's perfect. Breathe. Inhale, release. Right arm towards me, right leg back. Find length. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, step back. High plank, feet together. We'll rest in a little bit. Exhale, pinky edge side of the right foot. Inhale, left arm high. Bahastasana, other side. Remember, you can drop the bottom knee if you were like, no, I needed that child's pose between the sides. All the while asking who needed it. Was it the mind? Was it the body? There's no judgment. It's just a practice of awareness. Option to hover the top leg. If you did so on the other side, take tree pose variation. Left foot to right calf or right inner thigh. I should hear a little bit of breath, huh? Those of you in the tree pose variation, re-extend the left leg. Everybody exhale, drop the right knee so it's parallel to the back edge of the mat. Inhale, hover the left leg. Exhale, bend the left knee and sweep the left arm back. Grab for the pinky edge side of your left foot or outer edge of the ankle. Kick into the palm and open up. Left side of the chest, left quadricep, and then maybe drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Enjoy the breath. Enjoy the expansion of the inhales. On an inhale, release, left arm forward, left leg back, full extension of the side body. Exhale, tabletop, left palm, left knee down to the ground. Now I saw how you guys all wanted it so bad, so let's take it. Toes touch, knees wide, child's pose. Hips back to the heels. Reach the arms forward. Yeah. If you just want the grounding at center, stay here. If you want to do some more side body work, walk your hands up and over to the right. Stay connected to your breath. Aware of your upward spirals. The lessons that arrive again and again. Just know that even when you slip up, each time you're integrating a little bit more. If you're in the side bend, take it over to the other side. If you're at center, just continue to enjoy. Hands on the ground, forehead on the ground, settling in. If you're in the side bend, come back to center. And then everybody take one deep inhale and one deep exhale. Walk your hands back towards your knees. Come to seated on your heels with your legs as they are. Plant your left palm behind you, left fingertips point away from you. And then inhale, lift your hips up, reach the right arm up and overhead. The right thumb points to the ground behind you. You can stay right here just reaching, or you can take some big circles with the right arm if that feels good. Press through the shins and squeeze both glutes. Good. Inhale, reach through the right arm. Exhale, bring the hips back down to the heels. And then switch it out. Walk your right hand behind you, right fingertips point away from you. Inhale, lift the hips up and send the left arm up and overhead. Thumb points to the ground behind you. You can just focus on that reach, or you can take big circles with the left arm. Inhale to lengthen, lift the hips a little higher. Exhale to bring the hips back down, left arm down. Knees together. Swing your legs around. Bring the bottoms of your feet together and the knees wide. Lengthen up and out of your low back. Take an inhale. And exhale, bow forward. Walk your hands out in front of you, and then walk them up and over to the right. Walk the hands out in front of you, and then walk them up and over to the right so that you're folding over your right shin. Inhale, come up through center. And then exhale, walk them over to the other side so you're folding over the left shin. Walk your hands back to center. And inhale, slowly roll up. Exhale, scoop the knees together. Feet hip width distant apart. And then roll down to your back. Come all the way down. Oh, you guys are ready, huh? Bring the knees up into the chest. And make some circles with the knees in one direction. In the other direction. And then take your knees wide for a happy baby. Flip your shins upward, the bottoms of the feet upward. If there's a different pose that you'd like to take as your final pose before Shavasana, take that instead. For happy baby, pull your knees down to either side of the torso and then sway side to side. Gather your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins and bring your forehead to meet your knees. Take a deep inhale, fill the lungs up from top to bottom. And then hold yourself tight, squeeze. Hold yourself tight, squeeze. Be thankful for the hardships. Thankful for the lessons life has offered up to you. And feel into your center in this moment. Exhale, release, open to Shavasana. Legs long. Roll the shoulder blades down and back. And just let go. Let the body relax. Let the breath do its thing. While there are the lessons to be learned, and there is the one who is learning the lessons, there is pure consciousness that brings it all to life. If that consciousness wasn't working through your senses, eyes, nose, ears, mind, there would be no lessons learned. So at least for these next few minutes, settle into that space, that isness that makes all of it come alive. What upward spiral are you on? Are you learning to speak your truth? Are you learning to let go of control? Are you learning to stay dedicated to your practice? Bound by karma, we experience it again and again. Lost and found, lost and found. Just let it get a little lighter each time. Begin to deepen your breath and pair that deepened breath with little movements in your body. Maybe you roll your ankles, your wrists. We did a lot of neck work, so it might feel good to turn the head side to side, relax the tongue and the jaw. When you're ready, inhale, full body stretch. Reach your legs long, your arms long. Take up space. And then exhale, bring your knees into your chest and roll to your right side in a fetal position. Press up into a seat. Bring your hands in a prayer at your heart center. After an hour of acknowledgement, if you went there, of wherever you're at in your cycles, your lessons, I want you to just set that down. And know that the best thing you can do for yourself is be present. It's the greatest medicine. Namaste.